dude, can you just hold it together for like another 40 minutes? We're almost done with the DLC, and then I'm done with this game. Not for life, but I'll be done with it for a long time. Like, holy shit, man. Yeah, enjoy your season pass content that doesn't include this glitchy piece of shit. Jesus. I'm just gonna say this DLC was not worth 40. Like, this DLC was worth 20, maybe 25, is not worth 40. They kind of highway robbed the fucking loyal fans like me, unfortunately. Like, I knew I was going to get a lot of content out of it. I knew I was going to get a lot of laughs, a lot of gameplay. But, like, I guess at the minimum, it's just because Valhalla, at its core, has good ideas and decent gameplay. And, like, a good story that I like to speculate on. I like to, you know, just kind of ponder it and think about it and stuff. But, man, I'm going to tell you right now, like, the next Assassin's Creed game that sucks, I'm not buying no DLC for it. Like, who knows? It could be the next one. I think they're going to go too hard into being a super stealth game, and it's going to be like Basim. They're going to try to reboot this franchise, I think, after this game. Like, I have a really sneaking suspicion that they will, and I'm not looking forward to it, because as someone who kind of likes that it's like a hybrid of different things, like, I actually much prefer that there's combat in this game, you know? I like it when it's challenging, right? Like, even Odyssey, I would say, was pretty challenging. This game is not challenging. This game, ironically, this game tries to be more challenging than Odyssey, and it succeeds for the first, like, 30%. Then it equalizes, and then it very quickly becomes the easiest button masher I've ever played in my life. So it's kind of like, y'all just got to go back to whatever made Odyssey good, maybe write a story as serious as Valhalla, and then just, like, I don't know, include all the features from the previous games. Like training your Brotherhood members, the boat combat, you know, all that stuff is good ideas, but put it all together, you know? Why do we not have a game with Xiao Jun? Why do we not have a game in, you know, after Connor and the Revolutionary War? You know, like, there's a lot of stuff that happens that could be interesting for them to cover, and we will just never see it. And part of that is real-world events, right? Part of that is just, like, you know... And when I say real-world events, I mean the political climate and stuff, but... Jesus, man. Oh, God, I do have to fight her again. Alright, well, we're just gonna kill her. I'm not fucking around. This game is fucking glitching out on me and not auto-saving after this shit. Nah, we're just gonna fucking kill her. That's ridiculous. $40 for this. Okay, she's immune when she does that. She's literally immune. God damn it. Ow. That even sounded like it hurt.
If you're going,
shut the fuck up. Kind of annoyed now. What is it with games and never having autosaves after you beat the fucking boss? Like, for real. Here, get my actual teabags again. Like how is the year 2022 and we still don't have actual, like, real autosaves? Like, okay, you beat the boss. Autosave right here. So we continue from right here. Like, it blows my mind. It's like, dude, any of y'all ever play a game and it crashed on you? Clearly not. Clearly you just make them. Anyway. Let me skip this. Alright, no, we have to go. This is actually how I feel right now. Like, oh, yes. I'm gonna drag this game to the finish line one way or a fucking another. Jesus. You're not gonna see me fucking give up on this shit. Especially in a cutscene this weird and trippy, right? Like, we're just battling our personal demons. Although I don't even remember who the first dude is. Pretty much. Okay, let's actually fucking finish this. Please work. Like, they don't even do anything. So obviously the implication is you're just supposed to get your vengeance on them for having toyed with you and taken your son away, because they all knew he was dead. They just, I mean, there's no reason for them to tell you, like, Saturday morning cartoon villains, but, you know. Oh, we could dodge. You can just walk right into them, really? It's like super physics are enabled or some shit. Oh no, I glitched him out. Oh, fuck me. Dude. He better get his ass in here. He's stuck. I can't get to him now. Oh my god. If I have to beat this boss a third time, I'm gonna lose my shit, dude. Wait, he's over here now? Okay, that's good. Is this an invisible barrier? No, here we go. I'm just saying, the other games had better DLCs with far less effort and work put into them, I feel. Okay, here we go. The camera zooms out. Presumably, like, you're supposed to keep doing stuff while the camera's doing this. Where's the big dude? Oh, I guess no one shows up again. I'm all alone in my madness. Okay, I think it worked this time. Did it? Yes, I think. Okay, we were supposed to leave the Animus, right? We're leaving the Asgard plot. I guess this is actually what makes him, like, fucking nuts, right? But why are we gonna go back to normal Eivor now? That's what I don't get. So I guess the game was supposed to say, hey, get him out of the dream now, right? And it just never properly loaded it. I think maybe I might have killed an enemy right there at the end. So, like, because of that, the game thought I was still in combat, which is why the bodies were all over the place, and it kept spawning them. That was weird. This is the kind of shit that only happens to me. Oh my god. Unbelievable. I'm gonna club this game over the head and drag it across the finish line by force if I have to. Wait, you can see the night sky. Did you see that? That's actually rare. I don't think I've ever been able to see that on this screen before. Although, to be fair, I don't think I've seen this screen since I beat the game. Yeah, you don't really go back into the dream sequences. So that could be just like a backdrop they have over this, but who knows. Now, hopefully we're not stuck infinitely loading, because you're scaring me, game. I pray. I mean, this will make a great GIF someday, I guess. I'm gonna have to come back and clip a lot of stuff from this one. Yeah, so you could see it right there. The night sky. Right? Oh, I could look around? I think you always could do that. Ubisoft, like, it's cool to have weird shit, but you need to, like, have a narration or something. Okay, thank the Lord. I thought the game had glitched out. No loading screen or symbol, no nothing, right? Just random, just fucking clouds. That's what it's like when you die. You just ascend into the clouds, or you go down to hell, one or the other. Flip a coin, I guess.
What is it? What did you see?
Cool, I don't care.
All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before I began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Balder, Harvey's son. You know what I mean.
So Balder met his fate, as was foretold. Ever you have sought to elude the looms of the Nornir, but we are all caught in their weave.
No, I will not believe it. There's more to see yet. Why was I thrown from my dream?
Perhaps it was not the vision that rejected you, but you
Yeah,
who rejected
deep down he's
it.
afraid of what happens.
Perhaps you are afraid of it.
I fear nothing.
I think you do. And until you recognize that fear, give in to it, embrace
And if it's not him, it's Odin
the
within
vision
him
will
that doesn't
not
want to
fail.
relive it.
Some walls cannot be overcome by potions alone.
Tell me what I must do. This saga does not end here. It cannot.
Yeah, I paid good money for this.
Meet
I want the
me in
conclusion.
forest when darkness lays upon the land. There we shall see how fearless you truly are.
Beyond fear. Wait for friends by the fire? What? Okay, where the fuck? Here you go. To discover Javi's fate, Eivor must overcome their greatest fear. What is it, wolves? Being alone? Who even knows? It always feels weird with some of these DLCs, like, there's not, like, enough story continuation, if that makes sense, right? Like, I feel like it's just a bunch of random events sometimes, like, things are not, like, really tied together very neatly. I mean, this one at least has a good amount of story, right? Like, that was my one complaint of Curse of the Pharaohs, right? Is that you could play Curse of the Pharaohs for hours, and, like, there's no story. Bayek basically never talks. That's my biggest complaint, is that it's canon and it has nothing to do with anything. Like, they have a little bit of a letter at the beginning, and then Bayek just doesn't talk outside of story missions, like, at all. Doesn't comment. Even the story missions feel kind of, like, weird and disjointed. But even still, it still added a ton of new areas and a ton of new gameplay. So, like, I can't hate it because it actually, you know, was good. It actually did a lot of interesting and fun things. So, I did like that about Valhalla, about Curse of the Pharaohs. I just wish it had more story. Odyssey, on the other hand, was the exact opposite of that. Odyssey's first DLC added no new gameplay, but had a ton of good story, which in my opinion was definitely the L. Persia should have been an area in it. This game, like, sits weirdly in the middle. What the fuck? This game sits weirdly in the middle. I have no idea why. It just makes no sense to me. It sits, like, that's basically how I would summarize this game. It has a lot of the story complexity of Origins, maybe even more so in some regards. It has a lot of the gameplay complexity, somewhat, of Odyssey, but not in a lot of ways. But then it doesn't do either very well, so it ends up being this weird, like, middle child that, like, doesn't accomplish anything that it really sets out to do, other than having a complete banger of an ending. A very interesting opening and a complete banger of an ending, pretty much.
This is the spot. Now I need only wait for Volker to arrive.
And the backstory is Kino. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it would auto-wait me. Okay. I forgot we have both eyes. Okay. And I guess I would say the soundtrack for this game is killer, but that's because Jesper Kid is ridiculous. He's good in every game I've heard him in. And obviously everyone else under him. I always like to point that out.
I will tie your hands now.
Oh, excellent. We're gonna really trip, huh?
What purpose will that serve?
You are too much the warrior, Eivor. You will not recognize your fear until you are helpless before it. Drink.
Go, 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 go.
You say this will bring the vision back.
Vision?
Is that all? You mean
No,
to
we're
leave me?
already high as shit, dude.
Valka, this is... Why must that be tied?
Yep.
Valka?
Oh, is it gonna be Odin? Wait, maybe they didn't lie at all about the Odin part. Fenrir?
Untie me! The wolf is coming and I cannot reach my weapon! Valka! Valka!
Why can't you just stand up? I guess maybe she tied the hands and feet. Are we going back in? I think we are, yeah.
So many. Where did they come from? I have to break these bones.
Oh no, you fail! You fail at untying yourself!
Look how tighter the bones become.
Okay, so let's not struggle then.
There must be a trick to this.
Yeah, don't try to untie the bonds.
Give into it. Be still.
Okay, now it's free yourself.
It's working. The bonds are loosening. Free.
We're really afraid of wolves out of all these things?
They fade like a nightmare upon waking. What illusion is this?
It's more Odin's fear, honestly. Okay, now I'm not even aiming.
Cursed phantoms! Come then! You will not find me lacking!
Everyone from the village just sees us doing this, they're like, okay, dude. Tripping on that fucking lean.
Leaving a river!
Well, I hit him first. Yeah, wolves have weird priority on their attacks for some reason. Which I guess could make sense from a lore reason, but I don't think they wanted it to be that in-depth. I just think wolves have particularly fast and high priority on their attacks. I'm not even holding L1, that's weird. Ow. Is that the big wolf? Yeah, okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. The one that bit him.
Curse you! Die! No more will you stop me!
Very good. He finally overcame it. I mean, that's pretty good. The day his father died, he also got bit and got the scar.
For now. I'm ready, Valka. It is time.
I'm going to sleep, clocking out. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's such a weird cold open this game has that's like not at all the tone that it sets for the rest of the game, which is hilarious in my opinion. This game starts out like completely different than how it plays for like 60% of its runtime. And then it ends on a completely different note, which is just full-on banger. Well, this is it. This is actually going to be like the super conclusion. What becomes of Eivor, what becomes of Odin, what becomes of everything, the Isu realm. I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see. I guess I will say this is longer than Siege of Paris, but I would also argue that Siege of Paris was not long enough to justify it being a part of the season pass, so I digress. Yes, my favorite time was having a boss fight with Charles the Fat where they imply that you could spare him, and maybe you can, but it makes no sense and I couldn't figure it out. Sutra and I, we crossed blades once, back when there was nothing at stake but our pride. Of course, one day he and I must fight again. I do not know when nor why, only that it will happen, and when it does, you must stand well clear. Will not risk my most beloved child getting caught in that fray. Odin speaking to an adult Baldur. Well, he won't get caught in the fray, he's already dead.
Svartalfheim, even after all these eternities away, I still hate the place. Yet it offers me the hope of revenge. Sweetest of morsels. The realm is changed. But this is not Sutra's doing. It is something more. I must find Broker and Ivaldi. They'd better still have my Salaka nice and safe.
Ah, okay, so he left. So this happened at some point way before. Definitely, probably, I mean, who even knows when. So a lot of time has passed. Only a god can kill a god. Alright, cool. So that's pretty much what happened, is he lost his fucking mind. He left the Salakar with him and he left. So maybe this is like a super prequel to everything. Is it? No. Is it? No. Because he talked about how he chained up Loki's son, which happened in the Asgard arc. So there's a lot of time that passes from the end of the Jotunheim arc all the way all the way from the Jotunheim arc into the end of Ragnarok. Like, a lot of time happens from that then till now. More or less, basically. At least the game is working again. I really like that you have, like, the Aurora Borealis. Like, it's kind of, unfortunately, the game didn't spend enough time in Norway. Because, you know, they have, like, all this crazy shit in the night sky over there. And, I mean, it's cool. I think it's definitely a really... Like, this game feels like a very dark game, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of game you throw a vaporwave filter on and you listen to some, like, nice, soft synthwave to or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo.
What? Has the shelter fallen? Those spells are a plague.
Dude, why is he a tank? What the fuck?
Hobby. Yes. One moment while I clear up this mess.
One moment while I bathe you all in blood. Stand up, bitch. What? What the fuck is going on? No. Oh. I need to get some more executions. Alright. Obviously this shelter's not safe, so y'all better dip.
Help! Help! You've done right by me, Raven Banner.
Help! Help me!
Damn Muspels. They came out of nowhere. Where is the Salakar? Have you lost it? Brocker left the shelter yesterday before the raid even happened. Took the Salakar with him. Where has he taken it? Since you went away, he has become erratic. The Salakar, it's all that matters to him now. You should learn from his example. Now where is he? Where? The other night, he spoke of exploring the crater of Eitri to seek out more answers. He takes the Salakar to Sutur's front door.
Yes.
Wait! Where have you been these past few days? Days? No matter. It is where I go that matters. And where is that? Eitri? Wherever I can find vengeance.
Oh,
Calm
shit.
yourself, Harvey. Collect your wits. An eye for an eye will leave us all blind. What do I care of eyes?
Yeah, that was the wrong analogy, but okay. What do I care for eyes? This is his full villain arc right now, where we're truly beginning it. Just you thought he didn't care about the average person before? Woo! Woo! It's gonna be nuts. You're all cannon fodder as far as he's concerned. Here, this will be one of our last opportunities to juggle. See, I can run and juggle. This is one of my favorite things to do. I never do it enough. Now, realistically, what you're supposed to do with this is have two different weapon styles and switch between them to be, like, really versatile. But that never happened. See? Look at this. This is pretty cool. So he was only gone for a couple days. He said he spoke about it like he was gone for weeks, if not months. So he brought the Salakar back and then, like, just vanished for multiple days. No one knew where he went. This dude is an unreliable narrator. He's not trustable at all.
Brave fool means well, but risks cheating me of my vengeance. What is it with these two brothers? One died sneaking after Mead. The other now risks death by taking his jump too far.
Yeah, you know, no middle ground. I mean, that's the story of this game. Hey, I want to be the middle ground, and then not actually being a good middle ground. Moral of the story, don't try to do everything. Stick to one thing and do it really, really well. What? Just land right here, I guess.
Broker, where is my
Wait, where is he?
Take it easy, it's right here, nice and safe.
Oh shit, I just randomly found him.
Investigate something, but then I tripped and...
Can you walk? No. Oh, then I shall carry you.
Oh, gentle! Ah, I ain't a bleeding sack of spuds, you know.
Alright. Yeah, give it to me first, and then let's go.
What have you learned of the Salakar?
Might just know how to use it. Of course, you going after Surtur, you'll most likely end up feasting in Valhalla.
Valhalla. It is for the feeble and the blundering. No, I shall not die. Worlds may end, but I have.
Yeah, maybe he's already done his
What
backup
about
plan
Sindri?
by now, yeah.
You calling him feeble?
What would he be doing in... Ah, yes. Yes. He is there in Valhalla, of course.
Yeah,
For one such as he, it is a great honor.
he's there. Don't worry. Dude isn't even remembering his own lies.
Now then, this looks like a good place to put you down.
He flops.
So, tell me the Salakar's purpose.
Haven't a clue?
Can it kill Surtur?
Well, that ain't its purpose. But yeah, I think it can.
How?
It harnesses the light. A lot of light.
That was Baldur's gift. To turn day to night and back. Is that why Surtur stole his hooker?
Yeah, the others, they're just for balance. But, see, there is one more in there. Like Baldur's. Incomplete.
Whose is this hooker?
Surtur's. An itsy bitsy snippet, mind
Ah.
I don't understand.
you. I think if the Salakar touches Surtur, the two will come together.
The Salakar's already complete. Nothing gets in or out.
A torn hooker will always try to reunite itself. His might just be strong enough to do it. If that happens, he will become the Salakar.
Then nothing can stop him.
Only if he can control all that light. But I don't think he can.
This is a really bad bet to
Arms ain't
make.
made for it. It'll be like trying to hold the ocean in a single hog's bladder.
This thinking. How can I be sure you're right?
You ain't heard all me workings out.
Do you truly believe the coming together will be too much for Surtur?
Best try it when he's weak. Ideally dead. Not dead, of course. Just normal dead. Before he wakes up all over again.
Alright, so we beat the shit out of him and try to do it.
Now give me the Salakar and leave this place. It is too dangerous.
I ain't leaving. I come this far.
Do as you're told, friend.
Alright, here's your stupid ball. Alright, confront Surtur.
I wonder. This broker sent me to. No, my destiny is the Ragnarok.
Yeah, so I mean, no matter what, he knows he's gonna win.
That's Svartalfheim.
Don't worry, Ragnarok. It's like this is literally what starts Ragnarok. That's gonna be the super ironic part. By doing all of this, he's doomed everyone.
Best not to draw attention here.
Wait, he's in here? I thought he was in the big thing behind me. Never mind.
Be strong, I won. Gorge upon these bitter fruits. Turn them into savage victory.
Okay, that was nice. Here, can I save before I do this? Maybe. Okay, I probably have to run out a little bit. A lot of it. Okay, now it says I'm in Etri. You know what? Fuck it. What happens, happens. The game I'm more scared of the game crashing than having to replay anything, but you know what? Whatever. Let's do it. Gotta live a little on the edge.
Here, fool. Your twilight comes.
Still drawing breath? I have a cure for that.
Is he gonna grow to like be 20 times his normal size? Yeah, something like that. That's how a real final boss should be. What? Get up. He missed with a normal attack. Ow.
All the squeal like a pig. That's very good.
You won't squeal.
Wow. Okay, I guess you can't grapple him, so all it does is it does damage to him. See? Why can't I do it? It's really weird. I mean, you have to hit, which is the biggest problem with it. It's a really bad attack to try to land. Alright. That was supposed to be a fight. It wasn't a very good one.
Die!
Oh my god, what the fuck? Dude, he's dead. Broker's dead. Oh, I'm fine though, don't worry.
Hey! Give us a hand!
Who's us?
This is no place for dwarves.
I've earned my right to see this through. I told you it would work, and there you are, doubting me. I might have got it wrong. This looks like it was just a key. That, on the other hand,
Have a key. You want the rest? Come, claim it.
You really shouldn't have come here.
You just need to go, homie.
You come and claim it. Ah!
Broker.
I don't run from the fire.
Hilarious. What an idiot.
The fire.
You really shouldn't have come here, moron. Yeah, gee, you think? I guess we are actually just running from him. Oh no, whatever will I do? There you go. I don't even know how close he is behind me or anything. This is usually not something you see in Assassin's Creed, like a running segment. But whatever. Is he actually behind me? Not really, he's just sending his dudes. You hop well for a one-eyed toad. Hey, that's rude, man. Oh, shit. Ah! That's not at all the jump I made. Alright, we can kick your ass again. Ow, ow! That actually is doing damage. Holy shit. That's like one of the few attacks I've seen this whole game that can actually hurt me. Oh, I don't have a dodge at all. Okay, he's actually got like some amount of shit that he could do. Fuck, I'm not using that move no more. Ow. Mildly inconveniencing me. Yeah, see, the other one has better range, and it does basically the same amount of damage, so... I think any grapple move does the same amount of damage on a big enemy like this, because it just, there's no animation for grappling them. So they all do the same, roughly. Thank you. Where the fuck do you go? Okay. See, it was really the stun from that was messing me up. That Muspelheim upgrade is definitely one of the best upgrades, for sure. Alright. Being able to be immune is really strong. It's like normal attacks, though. It's not every attack.
So much for your grand plan, you fool. You sought to harness the power of the light. The power of my son! Would have turned you into the wrecker of worlds. But in this feeble state, his light will devour you whole!
Probably a mistake. The whole place blows up. Excellent. And then the world ends. Well done. Really? That's it? What does this have to do with Ragnarok at all? Like, yeah, it's a cool ending, but like, what does this have to do with anything at all that we just did? I really don't get it. Like, yeah, we got vengeance for our son, but I mean, for the most part, like, what did we really even get out of it? Like, I guess at some point, he, like, I don't know. At this point, I have no idea. I know that this definitely happens sometime after because they reference Loki's son and all that, but like, how does this tie in? Unless there's like a post-credits, maybe. Like, yeah, was this cool? Sure, it wasn't a bad DLC by any measure. It certainly is the best out of all three, I'd argue. Maybe Wrath of the Druids has a little bit of something in it going for it, but like, I think that this is definitely better than Siege of Paris. Siege of Paris is the worst one. This might be the longest one just by a bit, but I don't know. I kind of feel like there's definitely way more that they could have done with this to tie it together. Whatever. It's not bad. It's just they need to tie this with the story more. I think they definitely need to like lay it out all on the table instead of having it be like a back plot that you have to play like a bunch of different games to figure out. But it is what it is. I don't know. Could have worked out a little bit nicer. I wonder if we could skip this if we... yeah, I'm just gonna fucking skip this. I don't. Let's see. I just want to know. Is there anything after this?
I must return to the shelter and share the news of my triumph.
Oh boy, more mastery points. For once, nothing. Ashes of Svartalfheim. Well, I mean, shouldn't there be a quest? He just said we're gonna return, right? Maybe, I guess. I kind of doubt it. I think that's just the end. So really, it has nothing to do with Ragnarok beginning. Like, there's no, like, plot twist where, like, their fight leads directly into Ragnarok. He just goes to fucking save his son and fails, and that's it. That's your story, basically. Look, I like the Asgard and the Jotunheim arcs. The Jotunheim arc was really good, in my opinion. Just all of it overall as a whole, I thought was pretty good, right? Because it gave a lot of backstory. It references a lot of things. It references, I think, one cut scene that happened with Ezio, and a lot of other stuff like that. And like, other than that, like, this doesn't really do anything at all to expand the backstory, whereas this should have been the most backstory-laden DLC, right? You know, to incentivize people to really kind of understand the story. It really doesn't even play into that, like, you know, fourth wall break almost at all. It doesn't really mention it at all, which is completely at odds with the main game, right? Like, the main game, you know, you have that cutscene at the end of Jotunheim, and it's like, okay, they're just sitting at a table drinking a bowl saying that they're going to live forever. But then if you do the animus glitches and stuff, you see that, no, they're not actually sitting at a table drinking a bowl. This whole thing is a lie. It's only been Eivor, you know, sort of putting the puzzle pieces together in a way he can understand. And instead, they're basically backing themselves up into the human, like, genome or something. So where is Ivaldi?
What do you want?
I have no idea. They say you're supposed to be able to, like, talk to Ivaldi or something.
Hreidmar's armor.
Alright, sure.
He wore it when his sons turned against him. Dwarves believe it to be cursed.
It will slowly kill you. Find a purifying Matsognir's clarity rune to sock it. You've obtained one. Sock it in any piece to negate the curse's adverse effects. Okay. Sure. Your health is limited and evasion is nullified. Take damage every few seconds. Okay, let's put a... What was it they said? Migotsugers something? Food for thought. When you gain Hooger, you gain some food. Which one was it? Dude, they need a better way to fucking sort this. Sort by upgrade level. Categories. Last looted. I don't know the name of it. Is it just called a something rune? They could definitely... This is why I don't like coming in the rune thing, honestly. Like, they should have a row of stuff, and then you can select it easier than just a massive scroll menu. Bro, I don't even know if I care about this. I'll be honest with you. 18 health. I mean, that doesn't really do much for me. Honestly, if I'm going to do this, I should do it for stuff I actually care about. Here you go. Nullify the object's curse while the rune remains in contact. Alright, critical hits heal you and rations replenish less health. Damage nearby enemies when you heal using rations. There you go. That's what it does. I mean, it looks cool. Maybe I'll change how I look. Just at the very ass end of this game. I'll change how all my gear looks, basically. Why not? It's not like I have anything better to do with my money. This is it. This is the finale. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, none of this really seemed to have anything to do with what we were trying to do. Okay, see shop. I mean, at least it comes auto looking cool, I guess. Oh, it always looks... Okay, so only one piece actually works. Yeah, it doesn't look that good, does it? Alright, never mind. I take it back. No, not the Brigandine Cape, sorry. I think... Was this... There you go. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just leave it as is. I mean, it pretty much looked this good the whole game. Why? There's no reason for me to really change it, honestly. Alright, whatever. I wasted some money. Who cares?
Let's talk again soon.
Yes. Let's never do it. So you need multiple of these clarity runes. Let's see. Do I have another one? I know. I'm just fucking around at the end of here. There's not really much else for me to really say or do. Yeah, kind of a disappointing DLC. Definitely could have been a lot more going for it. I don't know why they didn't play more into the story that they're building up. And this is one thing I hate about a lot of game studios and game developers. They have a great mythology, a great world, lots of interesting stuff going on, and then they never play up into it, then they just drop it. It's like, bro, the fuck? You had a great story going, you had a great, interesting plot line. Why didn't you have a DLC that fully, like, went even further beyond? You know? Oh, here we go. Here's all of them. Okay. They're basically at the bottom. I think I've run around enough to find all of them, essentially. I mean, I'll socket them just because I know when I come back to play this game, maybe never, I'm never going to remember it. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, this menu could have been way better, though. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I also never figured out how to get that thing, but to be honest, at this point, I kind of don't even really care. I kind of just feel like whatever. Oh, these might actually look pretty good. Yeah, they look alright. Hopefully I have enough of these. I don't even remember where I got them from. Because remember, Javi meets fucking, like, what is it? It's either Juno or Minerva, I think, and that's the one that he talks to because it's all a part of, like, Juno's, like, master level Keikaku, which is to, like, bait him into doing all this stupid stuff so later she could do something from it as well. And I think that that's one of the cool things about it is, like, there's this whole, like, massive plot line of Juno behind the scenes referencing all this stuff from the previous games, and I think that that would have been cool to just, you know, just to have, I guess. There you go. I'm gonna go Motsugnir's blessing. I don't care. We're not gonna wear it. We're done. So they say I should go back to the shelters to spread news. Oh, never mind. I was about to say they say that, and then yeah, whatever. Okay.
Smell that? The breath of liberty. My gift to you.
Yeah, we're not really much better off. Ooh.
Why the sour faces? Would you rather remain fugitives? Hurricane. So the whispers were true. You were here in Svartalfheim all alone.
You have been busy, High One. Your vengeance floods the entire land like a raging river that has burst its banks.
Why are you here?
I too bring a gift. Dread rumors from Asgard. Rumors you would have heard had you not been so...
Uh-oh.
What has Loki done now?
Escaped the cell in which you left him to rot. Unbound Fenrir. Awoken Jormungandr. Rallied Hel. Now raising an army like no other. Clearly, he has been busy too. Of course, Loki is not your only problem. Soon the gates of Muspelheimr will grind open, and its minions will emerge, demanding retribution.
Yeah, you created Ragnarok because of all the shit you did with Loki.
And let us not forget Sturnger in Jotunheim. Do you really think he will miss this chance to settle old scores?
Your vengeance comes at a price, High One, and you and everything you hold dear are it.
So there is to be a fight. I haven't lost one yet.
You have heard of the Twilight Sword?
Surtur's blade, destined to cut the sky and signal Ragnarok. I stuffed it down his gullet.
As I came here, a great beam of light rose from that lone tower, tore the sky asunder.
You've done it. You ruined everything.
It is you who ignites Ragnarok.
You do everything to stop it, and you start it. Excellent.
So it begins. By my own hand. Hurricane. A favor, please.
Have I not already done you one?
Not for me. For you. Go to that tower you spoke of. Within you will find an elven marvel lying amid the ashes. Take it.
Why?
It offers a way to deliver the one you have lost. It's seek to save. First, it must be emptied of those lost souls within.
I already have a plan to rescue my love.
There's always a better one. Now go.
Wait, so who is that? Is that Alethea?
What is this trick? You don't care about her lost love.
Or is that
I
Juno?
care about Balder. If she can free him, even unintentionally, he may yet make it to the other side of Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Ragnarok comes. Yet I will abide. Though not as I am,
Yeah, what a selfish prick.
not in this body.
See, now, why is this like an unmarked quest?
Not one breath. I will always remember when Odin, son of Bor, father of Thor, was me.
Yeah, will you?
How can so many starving dwarves produce
Well played, Loki.
Yeah, so I guess it's not over. Okay.
Soon enough.
Do we go back to Asgard?
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us.
I'm getting messaged like crazy right now. So now where do we go? It's like all unmarked quests. I have no idea, unless that's just supposed to be like the actual finale.
You shouldn't be here.
Okay, maybe I'll look this up just because I'm very confused. It feels like they threw that cutscene in right at the last minute. So maybe that's it. That's like your outro, and then you already know what happens. Is that so? Loki raises the army. Him and his like trusted people all go to the machine and hook themselves in. They prepare for battle, right? And then Loki sneaks in to upload himself as well, so he can survive. I guess that makes sense. We don't actually see the fight then, because like I said, because it's the whole Animus thing. Like, how will we be able to see a fight that we know nothing about because he'd already uploaded his conscious? So I guess that's it. But like, I wish that they would tell you, right? Like, let's wake up, and then I guess maybe I'll look it up real fast and see like, is there anything else? Because like, even that was unmarked. Like, if you missed that line that he says of, hey, I should go back to a shelter and then, you know, see what's going on, like, then you wouldn't even know, because I was getting ready to call it. I was like, all right, we've seen everything, we've done everything, I guess we're done here, folks. Like, but I guess not. So I don't know. This DLC definitely could have been better structured. Like, everything about this DLC should have been more geared towards explaining, you know, everything, because it's implied, I think, that the Jotnar are the Roman gods, right? So I guess they can't be the Light Elves, because it's implied that Minerva is that one redhead that's he sleeps with, and like that's where he discovers like all the stuff, and that's why he steals the drink that he needed from them, I think it was. So was that Juno or was that Alethea? Right? Because Alethea's love was Loki, but does he know that? I don't see. This is the problem, is I don't remember all of the things that happened because I played it a year ago. This is, in my opinion, why you shouldn't wait a year to release something like this. And if you do, you should have it focus on it and revamp it and bring it back, because that's something I did, you know, 70 hours, or not 70, like 40 hours ago in the playthrough. So who even knows what happened? I'm not doing multiple New Game Plus runs before every single playthrough of a DLC, especially when the DLC doesn't even really talk much about it. So yeah, Odin and Eivor never have a fight again. So there was one line in like their E3 conference or whatever where they were like, Odin's not done with Eivor. Is he? Is he not? Apparently he is. So I don't know. Let me fucking look this up, I guess, real fast. I still have the fucking Google search from when I was looking up the date. So here, let's look for what IGN has, I guess. Oh boy, they should have definitely like just fucking pop the cherry, dude. I swear to God. Okay. Are we done? I guess. Maybe. I have no idea. Okay, so there's one final quest.
The wolf is coming, brothers and sisters.
Okay.
It finds us all in the end, no matter how we hide. In its jaws is an end or a beginning, and we will never know which till that last black bite. Should we lay down for it then? Bare our throats to its teeth? Or fight with every sinew in our bodies to hold it away, knowing always that our strength must fail, and the wolf will take us. I know only this. Each day is a gift from the dead to the living. Each smile bought by another's tears. And when the wolf runs free, all we will have are those we fought to keep. So I will keep you, my people. I will fight the wolf for every inch of this land, till the hour he claims me. I will buy you your days of love and laughter.
This is good. Eivor's a good character, man.
Well, these new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? What would the tales of Svartalfheim hold? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire.
I like how he cuts off his own dialogue. Like that's amateur, man. Anyway. There you go. Restless Dreams is completed. There's one new quest. It's this one, Legendary Horde. Still troubled by visions of Havi's time in Svartalfheim, Eivor seeks solace by hearing mythical tales from the Age of Odin told by trusted allies. Could there be more to such fables than a mere story? But this doesn't actually give you any more plotline. So, like, unless they're having yet another DLC for this game, what the fuck? Okay. Unless they're having yet another DLC for this game, I won't lie to you, like, they didn't really resolve anything with this. Where the fuck are we going? Oh, right over here. I'm looking all over the map. I'm looking all crazy and shit. But what a journey this has been, like, for real. Like, we went everywhere in this game. It's absolutely nuts. And that's one of the things I like so much about this game, man, is that there's so many places to go to and so much to see. And like, this could have really been Assassin's Creed The World Warrior, and instead it kind of ended up being Assassin's Creed Not The World Warrior. Oh yeah, this was that picture I took ages ago. Well, I mean, we might as well just chill by the fire and just, you know, kick it one last time with our friends. I don't know. Will there be another DLC for this game? Anything is possible. Maybe at E3 they'll announce, like, there's another DLC that will directly lead into the finale. But I'm going to tell you right now, like, it better not be, like... I mean, they really almost should be free if you bought this fucking DLC. That's ridiculous. You don't even get, like, a real ending to the whole thing. So, I mean, like, I guess they're going to try to fucking charge you another $40 for more. Bruh, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because this does not lead into any further story missions, by the way. Okay. The consequences of Thor's folly.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter?
I forget who you even
Spending
are.
too much time drinking Valga's special sauces again.
I am troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They plot my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook, mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, the massive lake that housed the springs of
Yeah.
Yggdrasil.
And then that's why they have the big dams.
The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse, and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Very nice. What a great story.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, action ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything. The foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No, a good story is a lark that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend.
Gee, thanks, I guess. I feel kind of bad for him, like he didn't get any closure at all. Alright, well, that's it. I guess.
In every great story, there's truth to be found.
Yeah, it just unlocks treasure maps in Svartalfheim.
The place they spoke of.
Alright, so I think we could go back to it.
Trouble me.
Yeah.
Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales
So basically there's going to be another DLC, is basically what they're saying. Oh, I guess here we go, we could do another one. There's going to be another expansion to this game, which, like, I like it, I'm fine with it, but this was not $40 worth. They should have had another season pass for $40 with two more expansions, but I don't know. Can I even do it? I don't even think I can. This is the most I've used the quest menu in ages. Yeah, apparently there's supposed to be more, but I don't know, whatever. Alright, let's see if we could go back to Svartalfheim, see if there's anything else before I actually adjourn, because,
These new visions evoked trouble me.
yes, we know.
Seeing them, or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire.
I already did that.
For a moment.
I think the game is glitching out again. I just did that. Yeah, so honestly, I'm gonna have to say this. This DLC is probably a hard pass. Unless you're, like, a diehard fan. Like, I feel like most of Valhalla's DLCs are kind of a pass, unless you really want anything. If I had to pick any, I mean, I guess this one has good story, but it's not worth the price tag. The other 2 are kind of not great. Wait, where's this woman's hut? The other 2 are kind of not great. I think the worst one is definitely still Siege of Paris. That ended up just being a disappointment. But I guess Curse of the Wrath of the Druids is the best one. Somehow. Here we go. Asgard, Jotunheim, Svartalfheim. Ah, you could fast travel to the Valkyrie arena if you choose.
Reclaim my vision of Svartalfheim.
Okay. Alright. So, I mean, I guess the whole time, like... Yeah, because I think, wasn't Juno the one in the cave who was telling him to do the thing with the eye? Because that was, like, her master plot, right? So, yeah, I think he fucks Minerva and he listens to Juno. That is insanity. What a plot this game has had, for real. Oh well, I doubt we're gonna get anything. I just figured, why not? Let's at least end off here in the DLC, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, technically, I usually end in Ravensthorpe, but I mean, like, presumably there's gonna be more to this. Now, again, this DLC came out in March. It's already May. It's been 2 months since this shit came out. So in my mind, like, if they don't announce something by E3, like, then this DLC is probably gonna be continued in the next game. Like, regardless of how it shakes out, the only way that they could really fix this, in my opinion, is by making the second part of this, like, free if you've already bought it. Right? Like, you pay the $40, and then you just get to play both. But you know, you and I both know that's not what they're gonna do. So this DLC was kind of a waste of the money. Definitely does not have enough, really, to justify it. Not even, like, a good story resolution, right? Like, I can't even really sit down and say, like, well, the story resolution was really good. Nothing in here that was added really changes anything that we know of. It doesn't reveal anything. It doesn't add any extra clarity. So, on top of what I would already consider to be, like, a really good story marred by mediocre to poor gameplay at points, like, this game definitely flip-flops way too hard in that regard. And the way to fix that would be to have a meaningful story. Like, when they said this is, like, the length of a full game, right? Like, I'm thinking, okay, $40, right? It's going to be, like, 20 hours, 30 hours of, like, brand new gameplay, completely revamping it. You know what I mean? It's going to be, like, a completely separate instance, right? Like the Doom 3 DLCs or something. But, like, I don't think there's anything else here. I think we've seen everything. Right? Alright, well, if that's the case, I mean, if anyone knows anything I don't, please leave a comment, because I feel like I'm either missing something here. This game became very, 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 like, nondescript. Like, Evaldi is... That's not Evaldi, that is his beard. What the fuck? Where's Evaldi? That's the door. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel kind of disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like there's definitely way more that they could have done for this. And if they think I'm gonna go ahead and do treasure hunts now, you're dead wrong. So, I don't know, maybe there's something in Asgard, perhaps? Like, maybe if we go back to Asgard, there might be more story. Now, unfortunately, the only problem with going back to Asgard is I literally have to leave by doing this, and then literally sit through another loading screen. So I'll spare you that. Because that's just like 5 minutes of loading or some shit. Alright, we're back. I mean, where's here? Yes, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I think we're pretty much done. So, I guess that's going to be it for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really think that there's going to be anything extra that's going to come from this game. I think maybe we'll have a DLC. It's implied we'll have a DLC, but you know how real world, you know, events and plots always seem to change and differ and all that. So is it possible we'll get a sequel to this? Or, you know, like a continuation of the story? Absolutely. It's very possible. Do I think it'll happen? No, not really. Probably not. But we will see. E3 is going to happen this year. It's going to be like a bunch of online events. I don't even know if it's called E3, but I just refer to it as such. And I guess we'll just see what happens. I mean, like usual, this story is still in the background. If I were to say anything that they should do for this next part, hypothetically, because they imply that there's going to be a next part, it's like it's the dawn of Ragnarok, and then it's like the doom of the Isu. That's what they really should call it, the doom of the Isu, right? And that way, like, everyone who has no idea what the fuck is going on can say, wait a minute, this was supposed to be a thing, because I guarantee you most people did not fucking complete all 10 visions, which is understandable because, you know, this game being what it is. I think that they should totally just, like, go mask off, right? So Eivor's obviously troubled by these visions. Maybe have him, like, start seeing, you know, break through the fucking fourth wall, man. Be like, listen, boom, this is what it is. The Jotnar are actually the Roman gods, and the Light Elves are someone else, and, you know, the Muspels are I don't know who else, right? All these different factions of Isu. Like, we need a DLC that explains what happens with the Isu, how their civilizations functioned, how they're structured, everything. We know they had a caste system. We know a couple things. I want to see it in action, and this would have been the game to do it, because they took the story so seriously for this game in terms of, like, the backbone of the plot and everything, right? That they should definitely do that. Will they do it? No idea at all. I can't tell you at all. Maybe they will, probably won't. Truly a tragedy if they do not, because I think there's a lot of real good potential story that they could uncover and just like get it out there for people. You know what I mean? Like just be like, listen, there's a lot of stuff if you stuck through, and if you were willing to punch it out, like you have one of the better stories I think in fiction in the last couple of years. Where's Valka? But until then, we're talking about hypotheticals. Yeah. I don't care anymore. We're talking about hypotheticals at this point. I mean, I won't deny to you, I am kind of disappointed by this. I feel like they should have definitely done more to hint at that. They could have even removed a couple missions and maybe had some more story elements. I feel like this should have been a very story-heavy DLC to really separate it from the last couple of DLCs. I guess we could save over this, right? There you go. And then, yeah, so it's about 15 hours, right, to do everything. So it's not even like the 20 to 30 hour. How long did they say that it was going to take, by the way? Because I'm actually curious. How long did they say this shit was going to... Google Chrome, please. How long did they say this shit was going to take? Assassin's Creed Dawn of Ragnarok. Length, I guess? 35 hours? Oh, you're high. You're high as fuck. Who the hell said that this was even for 100%? Okay, someone on Xbox Hub, which is exactly what I get as the top search result, says it's about 20 to 25. That's more realistic, like he says. That, right, it's about 15 hours, right? I could see maybe if you were, you know, if you weren't as high level or whatever, 20 hours at tops, right? Like this, so it's longer than the other two, but it's not better necessarily. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a lot more that they could do with this franchise, and that's why I get so ridiculously annoyed at it sometimes. What is this supposed to be? Use this story you have to dive into Odin's journey to fight fate in Valhalla. Well, this is all supposed to be... What is this to? Let's see. This is all kind of silly because almost none of it really happens in any of the bullshit. Yeah, someone even says it's 14 hours on howlongtobeat.com. Oh my god, it's a YouTube video? No, I'm not watching a YouTube video. So we're done. I'm done. I guess we'll play whatever DLC comes next, but for $40, they just wanted 40 more fucking dollars out of you. They wanted $40 for 20 hours of gameplay. It was not worth it at all. It's not even close to being worth it, in my opinion. Considering that the base game I hold to be one of the most, like, quantity games with a good amount of quality in it, right? For $60, I got 100 some hours of gameplay just to do the main story and, like, a good chunk of... Well, not a good chunk, but, like, everything but the world events, basically. And that, to me, was worth it because it's like, oh my god, you know, like, if Ghost of Tsushima was the gold standard, right? This game is way on the quantity side, but it has, like, sparkling glimmers of quality spread further closer back to that other side of the scale. And I absolutely love that. I thought that was really great. But these 3 DLCs have been bad, man. They have not lived up to the legacy at all. They don't expand Eivor's story. They don't expand the crazy real-world story finale. And they don't expand Odin's story at all, really. Like, this one might be the closest, I guess, to doing that last one. But Eivor's story basically ended when the main campaign did. Like, they didn't add anything. There was no character development for him beyond that. There was nothing. You just go to places and you do shit. Even this was, like, only really great because now we know exactly what kicks off the big finale. So, like I said, the only way they could really do better is, 1, Doom of the Isu, and just make it a 2-parter, and you just get it if you bought the DLC already. And whatever. And just $40 for 2 DLC, which are both about 20 hours, would be pretty appropriate, I feel. I know I'm a little faster than it because, as you see, I'm max level in this game. In fact, I mean, well, I already have the mastery points. I can't go back. So, I don't know. But what I can tell you is I'm disappointed that this is not, like, a real conclusion and that they're, like, kind of hinting that there will be more for this game. So, is there going to be an Assassin's Creed this year? Or are we going to have another DLC and they need another year to figure out what they're going to do with the franchise? I don't know. It's not like this franchise runs the risk of falling into dormancy. But what I will say is that they definitely could have done more for this game. In any event, I got my 2 videos worth out of this, I guess. I'm definitely feeling disappointed because this was the session where the game really could have shown me, wow, here's all the big reveals and all the big everything. And instead what I got was a pretty typical fight. We don't, like, what gods are the Muspels even supposed to be? I have no idea. You know, we know that the Jotnar are supposed to be the Isu that we're familiar with, the Roman gods. The Asgardian gods are like the Aesir, who live in Asgard, right? And like, I don't know where the Egyptian gods play into this. I don't know where, you know, all the other, what other religions and deities even exist in the Isu culture. Who are the Light Elves? We have no idea. And I hope this is not one of those cases where it's like, oh, well, you need to read a book that explains this. No, I hate that. Please, if it's going to be relevant to the story or the immediate backstory of a game, it needs to be in the fucking game. I do not want to read a book and then the book will tell me, hey, you should watch the fucking movie to figure out stuff. No, it should be in the source material. It's relevant. This is a video game. You could go as long as you want with a video game. It's not like a book where they might have a page limit or whatever. It's not like a movie where there's actual constraints and time. Put it in the games. I cannot say this enough. If it's relevant to the games, it should be in the games. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I know I'm ranting at the fucking wall at this point. But, yeah, I'll be taking this out now. Thank you very much. just really unfortunate that they had so much potential to really go nuts and, you know, hammer in all these different plot lines that I've been talking about, you know, to show that I'm not just some crazy idiot. But unfortunately, they completely dropped the ball with that. They completely, like, they dropped the ball. I don't know how else to say it. There's so much more that they could have done that they totally didn't do. So until then, I'm going to put Valhalla back on its shelf, above Attack on Titan, but below Odyssey. A better game. And, yeah, I mean, that's going to be it, folks. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Base game, if you could pick it up for 20, my God, is it one of the best deals you could get for content if you really want to experience the story. DLCs, I would stay the fuck away from them until they're dirt cheap. Now, when and if that'll happen, I don't know. But they were not worth it this time, and I hate to say that, but that's just the truth. So, in any event, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy.